Hey everybody, Lance Bell here, mind of a black moderate conservative. And I'm going to talk about something a little bit different today, outside of politics, sort of. What I plan on talking about today is about the whole virus business, but it's about the business of the virus. Now understand something, I am not talking about people making money off of it. That's not the intent of this video. What I am going to talk about today is something that needs to be talked about. Now, as everybody knows, last night that United States Congress passed that second bill for small businesses. Now understand something from my position. I have a small business, but since my business went into effect August the 1st, I'm ineligible for it. But I get to sit back and look and see what's going on. Now, first things first, I honestly think that the Small Business Association grossly underestimated the amount they need. Because after all, small businesses are the backbone of this country, always have been, always will be. We talk about commerce. Now, with that being said, they dilly-dallied around. Team Blue want to add a bunch of rioters and all this other nonsense, and I'm glad it passed. Now, the one issue I do have is some of these bigger companies that that wanted the money. And I know that Burger Place gave the money back, but I think that was intentional for PR, but that's a different story for a different day. Ruth Chris, the steakhouse. Now, folks, I love myself a good steak, but you go there for the ambiance. You don't go there for the steak. I don't think they should have got the money. And I don't know, as of this video, they actually returned it. Now, with that being said, back to the business of the virus, I'm not totally sure if this is going to be enough money. I really, really don't. So I see a lot of small businesses not surviving this if this stays over any extended period of time. I really, really don't in this situation. And it's kind of sad because I want people to survive in some way, shape, or form, at least as far as businesses. Now, the other thing I'm going to talk about today is the second stimulus package. Now, I'm going to say this. Ro Khanna out of California and Tim Ryan of Ohio put this bill out there for the extra $2,000. Now, I'm going to talk about this intelligently, especially I'm technically in Tim Ryan's district. Like, give an example. I can go in that direction, or this direction, walk across the street and I'm in Tim Ryan's district. That's how close I am. So I can talk about him a little bit intelligently. For a little bit, I can. I understand what they want to do. They want to help all of us out with more stimulus money. Now, in full disclosure, I was against it at first. But I figure, okay, given the circumstances, it actually made sense. But the way they should have did it, I always said, if you're going to base it off taxes, you should have took the total amount, divided by 12, and there's your number they should have got. That should have been the number. Now, with that being said, they're actually talking about giving $2,000 a month for up to 6 months. And I got big problems with this. Number one, human nature. Going that far out, and I know they know this, going that far out, after a few months, it becomes a habit. And that becomes UBI, and people will expect it. So I'm totally against that far out as far as giving people money. Number two, let's say they pass it today, and I'm taping this on Tuesday. Let's say for the sake of argument, they pass this today, and they go the entire 6 months. You're into the Christmas season. Number one, who knows what the economy is going to be at that point? And we could have, and that will cause inflation at that point. You will have inflation. I don't care what anybody says. How much inflation? I have exactly no idea how much inflation would be at that point. Number three is a political move, went out that far. Let's assume that it does pass in this hypothetical argument today. They're banking on, if this gets passed, they're going to take all the credit and they're going to flaunt that in November during the elections. There's the real issue. It's more of a political ploy. I know that sounds really bad, but think about it for a minute. If you trot that out there, say, okay, our side decided that we're going to do this, we're 100% responsible, vote for us. I mean, that's real shitty, in my opinion, but they would play it that way. Well, folks, let me know in the comments below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Should I look at this a little bit differently? Please tell me in the comments. Well, folks, I'm going to get off here. My name's Lance Bell, mind of a black, moderate conservative.